Hey guys, just want to make this quick video showing you what we are doing today in class. So let's go ahead and jump in today's folder in Schoology to check it out. Alright, so it's Module 20 and we are in the Friday folder. If you are in my 1A class, then it'll actually be in the Module 21 folder in Monday's folder. Alright, for those of you who are in 2B, there are these instructions that I'm going over here with you in the video, also written here in the instructions. I'm going to go into the assignment. So today you are going to complete 3 exercises as tutorials for Onshape Assemblies. Before you do anything else, I need you to go and make sure that you are logged into Onshape. As a reminder that you should go to myips.onshape.com. Make sure that you are logged in before you do anything else. Once you've done that, then you can go back to Schoology and click the link here that will take you into the Onshape Learning Center. If you don't click the link, or if you don't log into Onshape, before you click the link, it will take you to the wrong version of Onshape later, and I won't be able to check your work. So you might be at risk of not getting your points. So make sure you do that. Okay, so this is the Onshape Learning Center, and it has a tutorial for assemblies. An assembly in Onshape is basically putting multiple parts together and fixing them in certain ways, whether that's sticking them permanently together or even animating motion that could happen in an object. As an example, the first exercise that you'll complete is about just orienting parts and making sure that they are correctly displayed in Onshape, as well as how to fix them in place so that they can't be moved anymore. So, your task will be to go through and to listen to these video tutorials. So, if you start at the beginning with Assembly Interface, it will talk you through how assemblies work and where all the menu items are of importance. There's a couple of step-by-step visual items here. So you'll watch these tutorials and you'll go through to the exercises. When you get to the exercise, don't forget to click on Next Page to start the tutorial. And then you'll have these options down below here where you can select each of the steps piece by piece to follow the tutorial. Now, once you finish this part of the tutorial, there's no submission needed. Just make sure that this is saved in Onshape so that I can go in and check your work. So, you'll do Part 1, Assembly Interface, and then you will go through to Part 2, which is Mating in Onshape, which talks about just some basic connections that we can do and why we would make them do that. The second exercise is then making this clamp. And it will show you how to do that step by step if you follow the instructions. As you're doing this, the first step for each of these exercises is going to be to open a document. That document will open in a new tab. So this is part of the assembly here. What we're going to do is we're going to make a copy and save that. So I'm going to save this as is, except I will change copy to ATHS, just so that I have my own version of the document here. Okay, so now that you have that, you've got all the parts and you don't have to 3D model those guys because that would be a lot of work, right? And you can continue with following the tutorial steps that are on the Learning Center. So you will make the clamp, you will make the universal joint part here, and then you'll do step 3, which is to go through the tutorial for working with assemblies, which has just a little bit more information. And then you'll be making this 3D modeled assembly, which uses what's called a subassembly, which is a combination of a couple of parts pre-packaged together so that it's just a little bit easier to make more complicated things. When you finish with this last 3D model and assembly, then you will screenshot this guy in Onshape and submit that for today's points. Once you've submitted, I'll go into Onshape and just double check to make sure that you have everything there that you need, which again should be this one, and this one. All 3 should be present in Onshape with your name on it. If you have any questions while you're working today, please let me know. I'm happy to help in any way that I can, even though I will be home on Friday. So if there's anything that I can do to help you, just feel free to shoot me a message. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.